Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, our group have five member for the financial goal survey, which is the first one is Saidatul Mardia binti Bajo, second Nur Syafiqah binti Anwar, third Nur Asila binti Shamsuri, fourth Amiratul Afifah binti Abdul Manap, and the last one is Nurul Izzati binti Ibrahim. Okay, so I will proceed with the first one is introduction of financial goal. Why financial goal is important? So financial goal is mostly must plan since adults for the purpose to protect the life. And after that, financial goals is usually called as a target and driven by specific future financial needs. It also need to know their objective and risk tolerance to make sure they purchase policy based on their needs and financial capacity. It was mean the customer or society have planned with their financial goal from the others, and also to make sure they target to achieve their specific future financial needs. So financial goal is very important to know to make sure they buy the policy with their financial capacity. So for the second is definition of takaful. Basically, takaful is a cooperation between members of community, which was mean there was a sharing the donation in something else. And after that, all the business and operation in takaful must be follow Sharia compliance guidelines. So we know that all the activities that provided by the takaful is mostly must follow the Sharia compliance. So they have a no include riba, gara, and maisir, and so on. So we can see the difference takaful and conventional insurance. Okay, the first one is about the risk between the risk takaful business and conventional insurance. So as you can see, this takaful business have a risk sharing between participant and operator. Means that the both party agree to assist just among them when they occur any losses. However, for the conventional insurance, they use a risk transfer to one party. It was mean that the risk has borne mostly by one entity. For example, individual or organization, and it depends on the insured. And the second different takaful and conventional insurance is a Sharia Advisory Board. Means that takaful business have a first takaful act and financial service act that ensure all activity complies with the Sharia. It's different with the conventional insurance that doesn't have Sharia compliant guideline. So means that the activity that provided by conventional insurance is non-restricted of Sharia because the business was operating under secular law. And the last is the zakat, which means takaful, they have paid the zakat for insured and the paid premium as well as on the profit made by the company. It differs with the conventional insurance that this company not pay any zakat for the clients. Okay, so why takaful is important? As we know, takaful is provide an extensive range of protection plan to suit our deserved need. Of course, takaful is provide protection for the future and for the financial obligation in the future. So they have, if something bad happen, so takaful will be responsible to cover their apa to cover their diverse need. Okay, so they have a verse on financial goal from Surah An-Nahl. Means that whatever you have filled in, but what Allah has is listing, and we will surely give those who will patient their reward according to the base of what they used to do. It was means that uh, how you conduct your wealth, if uh, and how we spend the wealth. It was meant if you spend your wealth on the good way, and you will get a reward. And then this is a hadith from the Prophet ﷺ, which is a Muslim should prepare himself for the next world, as he is going to die tomorrow. But at the same time, work hard to improve all his worldly comfort, as he is going to live forever. And it was important to the society that prepare financial goal before dying, and it also improve and give people comfort worldly. Okay, and for the last one is important do financial grocery. Why financial grocery is important do? Because we need to know about either people in Malaysia have a financial goal, and either they understand about their takaful policy. Okay, because sometimes their society no have a takaful, and sometimes they have a takaful, but they don't know about the policy that they are taking. The second is to study level of education and income influence people joining or buying any policy. Okay, because we know that sometimes with higher knowledge can influence people taking takaful, and also with income also influence. If sometimes people with a huge income, they think that takaful is not compulsory. So when we do the financial goal survey, so we know that the level of education and income either is influence people join buying the cover policy or not. And the last one is benefit to us as a student to get a clear picture of how to analyze financial well-being. It was me. Okay, student actually in the class they have learn about theory, so they don't know about the clear picture of how to analyze financial well-being. So when we do the financial grocery and do the interview, so we know that how the process and the playground about the picture of the analysis financial well-being we occur. So we know that, and we also do the practical. So it was mean that students also get the opportunity to a practical when the interview, and also it can improve our new social skill, experience, and also soft skill when do the interview and financial goal survey. Next, I will pass to my friends to proceed our presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuri Izzati binti Ibrahim, 256308. Now I will proceed with the literature review. Okay, first we have the research from Salman and Laksana in 2018. Okay, this research conducted among 536 flood victims in the East Coast region in Malaysia. The aim of the research is to measure the level of knowledge about takaful. Next one, we have Salman ETAL in 2017. Okay, the researchers show that non-Muslims are unaware about the insurance which involve prohibited things. As we all know, insurance involve uncertainty, gambling, and also interest, which is against the Sharia compliance. So this is a conflict between the Muslim and non-Muslim to differentiate between conventional insurance and takaful. Next, we have Mokhtar ETAL in 2017. So the research involved 246 respondents from corporation and organization of various institution types in Malaysia. So the finding from this research show that the respondent have high level awareness, high level of awareness about conventional insurance compared to takaful. Next, we have Saleh ETAL in 2017. The study involved 147 flood victims in Kelantan and Pahang. So the aim is to study the impact of in terms of finance, health, job and sources of income when flood happen. So from most of the respondents have knowledge about takaful, but they do not know how to differentiate between conventional insurance and takaful. And they also not sure whether takaful can reduce the loss caused by the flood. And some of the respondents also do not sure whether they have um, enough ability to pay for the monthly contribution. Okay, next we have Mat Hussein and Abdul Rahman research in 2016. Okay, they conduct the research using the theory of planned behavior to predict the intention of participating takaful. From the survey of 384 respondents shows that the word of mouth and mass media is the main influence to participate in takaful. Okay, next we have Iqbal ETAL research in 2016. Okay, the research study takaful participant in Pakistan towards the knowledge of takaful. This research involved respondents from Peshawar, Lahore, and Karachi that the majority of them agree the takaful company follows the right Sharia compliance. Next, we have Ischabi ETAL 2014. Okay, the research has been conducted on the factor that influence Tunisian customers to participate in takaful. Okay, from the data of 66 respondents prove that the factor are uncertainty, relative advantage, compatibility, and social influence. Okay, next one we have Hatay and Salman 2013. They conducted a survey among Muslim and non-Muslim to determine the knowledge of takaful. Okay, the challenge in introducing takaful in Indian was investigate with the involvement of 10 insurance operators, 15 Sharia advisor and 5 consultants through interview. Okay, the study show a lower level awareness in takaful, but they seem willingness to participate in takaful. Next, we have Kulan Maturi in 2013. Okay, the study show lack of awareness regarding takaful. Okay, the study on UK Muslim with 178 respondents through self-administered questionnaire show that the respondent prefer takaful offer by the bank rather than takaful from the operator. And this is because the respondent do not confident with the operator. The respondent also do not confident with takaful whether it is live with Sharia or not. Okay, another study is conducted by Ayindi and Ichabi in 2012 to determine the willingness of customer to join takaful. Okay, the results show that the willingness of the customer to join takaful depends on two factors, which is the first one, awareness and compatibility.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Saratul Mardia binti Bachru. My matric number 255285. Today I want to present about the data analysis and test result by 25 respondents. Okay, the first is age. Originally, age data come from date of birth, but already transformed into 3 age groups. Okay, the respondent age was 20 to 65 years old. Okay, first year is 40 and above. Okay, 40 and above represent 4% of respondents, and 36% of respondents represent between 30 and 40 years old, and more of respondents below than 30 represent the 60% of respondents. And then next is ethnic. Ethnic comprising rice, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and other categories. But from our respondent get 100% of Malay respondents who had cooperated in answering the questionnaire. And then next is a gender. Gender represent the 72% of respondents is a female, and then 28% of respondents is a male. Okay, the general impression that the number of female respondents is greater than that of men. This is because the number of respondents is not evenly balanced between the gender. It can be difficult to find the same respondent in terms of gender. And then next is a job title. Okay, pie chart represent the job title is a 76% of respondents is working, and the other balance is 24% of respondents is not working. Okay, respondents who working are higher than not working. The respondents who do not working may maybe not be able to buy the takaful plan because they have a no income. Okay, and then the department. Okay, the bar chart represent the department. 24% of respondents represent the government sector, and 52% of respondents represent the private sector, and 24% of respondents represent the non. Okay, the private sector represent the largest number compared to government sector and non. However, non represent who does not working, such as a student. Okay, and then is a marital status. From the pie chart, show the marital status divide to two groups. First is a 52% of respondents is represent the married, and then 48% of respondents is a single. The number of married respondents is higher than single. Okay, next is a higher level education. The pie chart show the higher level education represent them. 20% of respondents is a certificate holder, and 36% of respondents is a diploma holder, and 44% of respondents is a Bachelor of Degree holder. Okay, there are number of study have suggested that the level of education is related to insurance or takaful demand. Okay, the test result, a higher of a level education may increase people's ability to understand the benefit of risk management and long-term saving, and therefore increase their risk aversion and aid the demand of insurance. Okay, and then it's income. The pie chart show the income is a 4 category. Okay, the pie chart show the 56% of respondents is below than 200 and 2500, and then 36% of respondents represent the between 2500 to 3500 ringgit Malaysia, and the small respondent represent 8% of respondent represent the 3500 to 5000 ringgit Malaysia. Income is a variable in takaful demand model that positively affect the family takaful consumption. The test result from the income. As the income increase, family takaful product become more affordable, and indeed there is a greater need to protect people against the loss of expected future income due to premature death or permanent disability of the wage earner.
Level 2, Malaya Pacific Ghana, Malaysia number 381. Okay, now I will proceed with the question of can you plan your finance? Okay, from the data that we get, there are 92% of respondents have planned for their finance, while another 8% of respondents do not plan for their finance. Okay, as you can see from the data that actually the respondents have most of the respondents aware about the importance of to plan in finance. Okay, be aware of our self requirements in life to better financial planning and help us determine our short and long term goals. Okay, this found that most respondents wanted to achieve their financial goals by planning their finance. Okay, next for the questions, a person lost a source of income in the event of an accident or severe illness. So all of the respondents, 100% of respondents agree with that question, with this question. So it means that respondents very aware with the risk that might happen when there are catastrophic events. So the respondent know that when there is some unexpected things happen, so they will lose a source of income. For example, Ali is Ali has a family and he's the only one that works in his family while his wife housewife. So of course doesn't work. So when something happens to him, for example, accident, and he lost have an injury, for example, if for example, he has a critical illness, he cannot go to work. So because of the family will lost a source of income, it will also affect the whole family. Okay. According to David Patrick, yes, serious illness, injury, or premature death. This reaches to life goal and loss of quantity of fuel. This is always a disaster for some persons. They not the person did not just suffer a serious and painful injury, but also the loss of careers and also income. The next question is, Takaful had reduced the effect of a disaster or risk. Okay, Takaful is a system of Islamic insurance based on the principle of mutual cooperation, ta'awun, and donation tabarruk, where the risk is shared collectively and voluntarily by the group of participants. Okay, for the question, these questions, 100% of respondents agree to this question, to this statement. Then, looking that they're aware about the risk. Maybe they have seen from the other teachers, example from the other teacher that uncertainty things that happen to the around them, so they're aware with it. So, Takaful being a subset of this, management is a primary tool used in the Islamic finance industry to safeguard the life area of Ummah. Okay, Takaful helps in reducing worry and stress, indemnifying loss and damage, and providing protection to their participants. So means there is one of the tools to reduce risk as a protection when uncertainty happens to the participant. Okay, next, for the question, have you participated in Takaful? 66 of respondents have participated in Takaful, while 44% of respondents did not participate in the Takaful. Okay, you know that from the previous statement, you can see that they are aware about the Takaful, about the financial finance and so on, but still, uh, still have a respondent do not participate in this Takaful. So even respondent understand aware about the Takaful, but they are respondent do not participate in Takaful. But still, in Malaysia, according to Hussein, Malaysia is recognized as the largest heavy Takaful market in the world with a growth rate of 16% in 2015. As you can see, Takaful industry is right now is rising, I think, in terms of their in terms of the participants and so on. Okay. Next is another reason for not joining or buying the cashless. Okay, there are four reasons that state here and another one is others. Okay, so 36% of respondents do not join or buying the cashless because of they have financially difficulty. While 8% of respondents did not join or buying the cashless because of their employer has provided the cashless. While 4% of respondents because of other reasons. So for other reasons, as I stated in the form, as stated in the form that there are one, if I'm not mistaken, there are one of the statistics that we do not participate in ordering or buying because of he doesn't work yet and he has income. So income is basically correlated to the demand for family, the customer just different. Itu adalah tetapi bukan more affordable according to this financial. And you see that when people have income, so it's easy for them to buy or join the couple with the income that they have. Okay, so following from the previous question, okay, for the question is how much do you spend per month as associated from the previous question that income of one of the factors that is one of the factors that influence people to buy or doing therapy. So, yes, you can see 94% of respondents uh, and Jakarta premiums below 100. Then another 30% of respondents spend 100 to 200 ringgit per month, while 15% spend about 200 to 300 ringgit per month. Okay, as you can see, respondents paying their monthly Jakarta premiums in line with their monthly income. Okay, according to Brentford, the lower the price of insurance, this is expected to encourage more life insurance demand. Okay, so means that if if the participant have maybe they have more income, So they will spend more in the couple 3 months per month. Okay, next is for the question, do you know what each of the plans cover? Okay, uh, 56 of respondents know about what their couple plans cover. While 54% of respondents do not know what their plan cover. Actually, the participant must know what the Takaful plan covers because before they join me, they are Takaful agent or Takaful party that explain and contact them to join Takaful and of course this Takaful totally agent will explain about all the product that they have. So that means that the participant must know what the what the participant cover because when they want to play on it, they know what what the information that they get. So according to each team, I think responsible to assist their customer in all circumstances related to their financial well-being and to disseminate knowledge of the customer and monitoring. Okay, lastly for the question, what the coverage and benefit provide? Okay, 24% of respondents are responded that have a therapy plan. They have a debt of permanent disability coverage. 50% of respondents medical expenses coverage. 8% uh, exceeded and claim coverage, and 4% for other coverage. Okay. As the awareness about the examination increasing in Malaysia, so many Takaful products are becoming more innovative. So more Takaful operators are offering more choice even among family Takaful products, so that people have many plans cover that they can choose. So the rising of the different Takaful innovators, there are more Takaful operators that are compliant with the that provide the Takaful operators. That's all from me. Thank you.
Title Afifah binti Abdul Manaf. My matric number is 56089. So my part is to present about the recommendation and the conclusion. For the recommendation, research has specified that at every level of income, planners are more financially successful and superior about their financial situation rather than those who did not plan forward. So planning ahead includes forecast the saving needed to accomplish your future financial goals and handling the possibilities, future challenges such as long-term treatment costs. So whenever it comes about the financial planning, surely the most important thing is the takaful policies. So most of the people do not know much about the benefits of takaful policies. As an agent of a takaful, they play an important role to explain and give aware to the people about the benefit of takaful policies. So if people are aware about the takaful policies, surely they will buy the policies for them and their family. Based on the data conducted, respondents do not buy the takaful because financial sufficient. They thought their financial would be enough for the future, but they cannot predict that if anything happen to them, which will result in a huge loss such as permanent disability. Therefore, individuals opt to engage themselves in comprehensive and thorough financial planning, either via self-management or by appointing a qualified practitioner in financial planning holding. It is good for those that their employer has provided or bought for them the takaful plan. In the event of death or permanent disability of your employees, the plan will pay out a lump sum as a double pay of the salary employee for the employee's family. So I think people should implement a step of action proposed by the financial expert. Those people that do not have a monthly income, maybe they can follow this action to put aside some of the income as saving or emergency needed. This include making a list of financial goals, setting aside financial for emergency, computing net worth on a regular basis, and follow spending budget. Uh, if they follow it and practice this recommendation, certainly they will achieve their financial goal. So next we move to the conclusion. For the conclusion part, financial planning is very crucial for everyone, either in short or long term, because we cannot predict what will happen in the future. Therefore, takaful policies is very crucial because it helping people to safeguard their earning power, their possession, and their loved ones. So, as stated above, from my friends, my group's members, the participant will get plentiful of benefit through takaful rather than the conventional insurance. So takaful also come up with an extensive range of protection plan to suit our diverse needs. Based on the test result and response provided by 25 respondents to the questionnaire conducted, most of the respondents did not participate in takaful plan because of the following reason, which is financial sufficient, employer has provided and has no monthly income. However, income is one of a factor that affect the demand of takaful because as the income increase, the takaful product become more affordable. The level of education also affect the demand for takaful. So generally, they are respondents that already plan for their financial goals and takaful plan. However, a few of respondents do not know much about their takaful plans cover. So before joining takaful plan, respondent must be sure about their plans covers, and their takaful agents are responsible to assist and consult their customer. So as the awareness regarding the Islamic insurance are very high in Malaysia, many takaful products are becoming more innovative. So that's all from me. Thank you.